What's going on, everybody? John Vanderloo here from Planet Roots Digital Marketing, and I just want to briefly say a little bit about Facebook marketing. I know, right? I wanted to just kind of give just a little bit of a brief description of what I'm talking about when it comes to Facebook advertising and why I think businesses fail. And then this is just kind of bring a little bit more awareness to where your ads are probably failing and what you can do to correct that. Now, one of the things is a lot of businesses use Google ads. All right, you use Google ads, pay-per-click advertising. You use the auction style AdWords to position your business on search. Facebook advertising, what I see a lot of local businesses doing is creating ads very similar to Google ads. But the difference is that Facebook is where people are hanging out. It's social media. Advertising, marketing on social media is a very different ballgame than advertising pay-per-click on Google. And this is why. When you're on Google, people are, like, the only way that your ads are going to show up on Google is if people are already searching your business. So that means these people are already warm leads. Facebook is cold leads. Period. Like, it is all cold, potentially, depending on who you're targeting. If you're targeting like your already existing database, then it's not cold leads, they're hot leads, or they're existing customers. You're bringing them back into your business, and you can target this audience to bring people back into your business. However, they're still hanging out on social media, so your ad, if it's generic, like a Google search ad where it just brings you to your website, it's not enough. It's not going to do it. You need to create something that first is engaging on social media, something that can play in both realms. This is just a shareable piece of content, and it has a call to action. But that call to action really needs to be something that's valuable. You need to be proactive, because here's the thing. Google ads, it's a reactive way of marketing. It's a reactive way of advertising your business, because you're reacting to the fact that people are already searching your keywords. So that's why your ad is going up. It's a reaction. It's a reactionary advertising, reactionary marketing. And that is also why I don't really believe in Google ads. I think that Google ads can be helpful if you already are very high on Google, because people can see, one, you're on the first page of Google, you have content that's on the first page of Google, and then you have an ad as well. It's really just an added double factor to get people to click on your business. If they see your name multiple times on the first page of Google, you have a higher chance of getting people into your business. So in that regard, I do believe in Google ads, but if you are not showing up on the first couple pages of Google, I do not recommend Google advertising at all, because not many people actually click on the ad. Now, like I said, if you're on the first page of Google, well, then having an ad there, if you have the money to spend for it, I think that would be helpful for your business, because it just adds a secondary button to, drive people to your business over your competitors. But Facebook marketing, and I see a lot of businesses advertise in this way, and then they, you don't see results, and then you say, well, my audience isn't on Facebook. Well, I can guarantee your audience is on Facebook. 70% of Americans are on Facebook. So that's a huge number. That's more people that listen to that. That is more people than that of your audience that listens to a specific radio station that you're advertising on. That is more people than any one channel that you could advertise your business on. That's more people that than that watches the local news or reads the local newspaper. It's more people by far and away. So your audience is absolutely on Facebook or Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. And when you run ads on Facebook, your ads can be shown on Instagram as well. That's like a standard feature in the Business Manager. So just putting that aside, your audience is there. People are there, guaranteed. They're there, and it's like an oil. It's like oil under the earth, and you just need to drill to the right spot, and you're gonna spring it. You're gonna have to build a rig there, and you're going to make a lot of money doing so. Now, after saying that, guys, just because everybody is on Facebook doesn't mean that just running a generic ad is going to get people to your business. And that's the other thing too, because there's so much content to explore online. There's so many different ways that you can go. There's so many things you can look at. There's so many things you can read. There's so many videos that you can find. When people are on Facebook, they're casually browsing a lot of times. They're not, that's what social media is. You're casually going through. So what actually creates somebody, like what actually stops somebody in their tracks? It's usually something that's value. It's something that they can't turn down. It's like, whoa, that is awesome. I need to get my hands on that because I'm not going to have another chance to do so. So that is why you create, promotional campaigns. And this is where, positioning away from Groupon and actually taking your Groupon ad or your Groupon promotionals and putting them on the Facebook platform with a really strong call to action and a landing page designed to kind of go along with that promotion, that is where you're going to see success. And that is one of the strategies, actually one of the main strategies that would be utilizing at Planet Roots. So it really just goes to show, if you want to have strong results on Facebook, you have to have a strong offer. Your business needs to have an offer that's better than your competitors. It needs to be something that stops people on their tracks on the Facebook platform. So that means your video ad, or if you use an image, guys, it needs to be something very highly shareable, something that engages people when they're browsing. But video content gives you 6 times higher chance of actually having somebody click on your ad, 6 times higher. So if you're spending money on pay-per-click advertising on the Facebook platform and you're not using video content, your dollar is going 6 times less. You could get 6 times more engagement with a video ad. So that is what you need to. That's what you need to start thinking about. And that's something that we would do at Planet Roots. We'd make a video ad for you with some basic editing. It really doesn't have to be anything that's too crazy, but as long as it's informational, as long as it provides some form of engagement, some form of value, something that stops people like, oh, that's interesting, I'm curious. They click on the link. You can't just have the link go to your website because website designs are very flawed. In most cases, websites are like brochures, and I've looked over many brochures in my life. It's very rare that you make a purchasing decision by looking at a brochure. It's usually something you kind of throw through and then you throw it on your car seat next to you, or you throw it in the trash the next day. Unless there is something on that brochure that really entices somebody to come in. That's the name of the game, guys. It's the offer. It's the value that you can give somebody. Wow, that is an amazing offer. I need to get on this right now. So it's usually a limited edition, a limited time that always is always gonna drive better results than something that's just always there. So advertising something that you always offer is not necessarily going to do it. It can, but it's not necessarily going to drive the type of results that you'd want to pay a marketing team or an advertising company to come in and do for you. So you really have to think about these things before you decide to spend money on the Facebook platform. And if you want to know more, guys, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know your business. And yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter. I would love to have a conversation with you. We could have a Q&A. You can ask questions. I would love to ask questions. And we could figure something out. Figure out a way to promote your business on the Facebook platform and just get more customers. Create campaigns that actually will drive your results and give you a more sustained results over time. And the strategies that we could work with you is knowledge that you'd be able to keep. So that's really important. And so just kind of going back to that, guys, Facebook advertising is a proactive approach. Google advertising is a reactive approach. And I believe that all business to be running at an efficient level needs to have proactive decisions being made. You need to have proactive plans in place. You need to be able to have proactive vision. And these things need to be put into place so that you're not surprised by anything in the future. I mean, that's just really what makes good decisions a good decision. I've seen it many times in my professional career, reactive decisions, and it usually is a decision. I know this is a stretch too from just marketing and advertising, but a reactive decision making almost always is a flawed approach because it's reactionary. When you react to something, you're not going to be as efficient. If you're proactive, it means that you're strategizing and you're planning something to go into place. Now that can still fail. Proactive decision making can still fail, but then you learn from your mistakes and you keep going forward. So, making adjustments isn't reactionary. That's just the science behind business, in general. So the reason why Facebook marketing and Facebook advertising is different, and why you most likely are not, if you're not seeing success, let's just put it that way, if you're not seeing success on the Facebook platform with your marketing, it's probably because you're using a reactive type call to action or image or whatever. You need to have a proactive approach, and that is usually fishing. You're fishing. You have to have the right bait. You have to be in the right pond. You got to be in the right place at the right time with the right bait, with the right strategies and tactics in place. And those things can be very complicated, but they're not always that complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated if your offer is legitimate, if your offer is insane, if your offer really has that fire on it. These people are going to bite on it. People are going to check out your business, but you don't want them to just check out your business. You want them to commit to a certain actionable item from your ad, which is a direct response, I guess. You want to get people booked right away. You want to get them guaranteed a way to visit your brick and mortar business as soon as possible. Or if you don't have a brick and mortar, you want them to make a purchasing decision at that moment. So you have to design a campaign in a proactive way to get people connected right then and there. And anyway, so that is something that we could work out with your business at Planet Roots. If you don't want to use us at Planet Roots, then I hope that this information is useful to you. You can brainstorm in your organization or business and figure out a way to get these people off the Facebook platform, guys. But it's unbelievable the type of pool of people that exists on the Facebook platform. So if you have the right offer, if you have that right special sauce to get people attracted to your business, you're going to see insane results. Google Ads doesn't even compare. It's not even in the same field. It's just not in the same ballpark, guys, is what Facebook advertising can give you if you have the correct type of marketing campaign established behind that ad. And that is where the important thing lies. Anyway, guys, hope this information is useful to you. And I hope to talk to some of you, but if not, have a great day.